I believe that if you were to go into any cartoon in the world, like any cartoon, do you think that like every historical event that's happened with us has happened with them? Like some big historical event like the Holocaust happened.
That took a dark turn, guys.
Again, I'm not racist. It happened with like Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
Anyway, so Darman.
By the way, guys, we do not plan out our intros usually. We just let Landon do the speaking, cause Landon.
Silly brain.
He has a bit of a tea-weedy little bit silly of a brain. So, rip off Darman. Let's talk about that. So, about 30 minutes ago, before we started recording today, we decided it'd be a great idea to go on YouTube and look up Rip Off Darman and just watch some videos. After viewing said videos, I am now mentally scarred. My therapist is gonna need a therapist.
What is that account's name?
I don't know, just look up Off-Brand Darman.
You know, what's the one?
So, we saw some interesting stuff. We recommend that you guys probably wouldn't want to check them out. I'm
gonna look them up just so that you know what account to stay away from.
Yeah, like stay away from these accounts because if you want to, for the greater good of your own mental health.
Okay, so there are multiple. The one that we watched that scarred us was from. Last name's Russian. Like it's Samir.
You read it, Jamie.
Yeah, read it.
It's like Samir Bahavani or something like that.
There's the Mexican one about.
Oh, and then also tomorrow's teachings. Let's not also watch that one due to it being a teeny weeny little bit itty bitty racist.
Let's just stick with the actual Darman videos.
Yeah, guys.
Like just stick with literal Darman because like
the rip-off ones usually don't teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
Anyways, we just want to let you guys know that because we want you guys to not lose your mental state. Anyways, so I really am excited for the holidays. Don't know about you.
Why does it taste like that?
He's talking about a cap gun. Yeah. Anyways.
Gunpowder doesn't taste good.
Yeah, guys, don't sniff or eat.
I didn't even sniff it. I was just kind of biting on the little round thing, and my tongue touched the gunpowder. Yeah. Anyway.
So. So. Anyways, I'm kind of excited for the holidays. Not gonna lie, because I just like the holidays, and by the time you see this, the holidays will either be coming up or
by the time this is gonna come out, it's probably like either already over or it's right about to be the holidays.
Yeah.
I mean, this is if we're thinking about Christmas. There are other traditions celebrate on different days, but it's not
that is true.
December 25th.
We were pre-recording this due to reasons, but anyways, if you guys don't get to view this on or before Christmas, Merry I should say Happy New Year, because if this is viewed after Christmas, or Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays in general. Anything to add to that point, Landon?
If you go onto YouTube.
Okay.
This is what we really wanted to cover this time. There is a video titled Teacher Takes a Huge Crap on Student's Essay. I want you guys to veer away from it. Okay?
Let's not watch that video, guys.
Watch that video. That's what this whole podcast was made.
Just random stuff.
Yeah, it was just because we found that video and we said, why do we need to just warn everybody?
We're gonna have to start putting parental advisory stickers on our video cover.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyways, so in a podcast that was drafted, we were gonna talk about social media, but they were like, many people aren't gonna listen, so that's why we decided we would do what we're gonna do today.
We had like no source on it, so
Yeah, we had like not much to talk about, and it was kind of sad. Um, I was really shocked by the fact that we actually got some type of views on YouTube and on the Spotify account. We had about 4 in total, and we kind of celebrated that because we're like, people are somewhat watching us.
Yippee!
We're gonna get bigger at some point, but we're starting somewhere. This is where we're starting.
Like our next video, we should do an IRL one. We should let people see you.
Okay. Anyways, we may start doing videos, like actual like videos soon instead of just audio. However, we'll probably just put the audio on YouTube. Not the audio. Not on YouTube, Spotify. Yeah. So instead of having to watch us, you can listen. Yeah. So if you're just joining us now, by the way, for if you've never heard of us before, welcome to Catching Up with the Fellas. This is a channel where there's nothing in specific that we talk about. It's kind of just all over the place, to be honest.
We're hitting all the spaces.
We're hitting all these spaces, man.
But I want to talk about something. Okay.
Let Landon cook, guys.
It's coming up to the holidays, and we're gonna do some holiday type of questions. We did Would You Rather last time, and we're just gonna ask some holiday questions, and this is gonna fall into a two-parter because 2 parts are more fun.
Yes.
So we're just gonna ask some questions about holidays. We're gonna put a poll down, Q&A, kind of what we did last time. Just kind of for some silliness, Now, if you guys and put this down like in the we're gonna have a Q&A. We're gonna just have a question, okay? Put it down in the comments where we want to put it. What is one person, dead or alive, that you would go have dinner with?
Ooh, that's a hard question. Personally, if I had to answer that question, probably my mother. Probably my mother.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get into that, but probably my mother. You, Landon?
See, and now I would say Joey Jordison, but as much as I love him, I don't want to say he's kind of self-centered, but I feel like we get more by talking about if this was post Slipknot, I feel like he would just kind of talk to me about how he's so mad. So I'd probably go with like Freddie Mercury.
That's a good
Because
option.
we would have the best conversation, and I would feel so nice being around him.
Yeah. Next question, man. Load us up with the next question, Jamie. If you don't know who we're referring to by Jamie, Joe Rogan. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm gonna say. We make stuff like that. Anyways, question us up.
Alright, we'll put up another Would You Rather. Because Would You Rathers are fun, and we're going to get another Would You Rathers later. Okay, there's another hair one. Would you rather wear a constantly changing outfit or a constantly changing hairstyle?
Constantly changing outfit, hairstyle. One day, right? You could have freaking dreads or something like that, right? Next day, you could just be bald. So, well, theoretically, it doesn't specify what, and I feel like that could be pretty much a curse. I feel like clothes would be a lot easier. However, you're also keeping in mind, like, the less fortunate people that don't really have the best of clothes, then that would kind of suck a little bit, because that just kind of suck a little bit. So, I'd have to say, constantly changing clothes. You?
I would. Here's the thing. With the hair, like, yeah, it is a curse where it would always, like, you'd have to live with it, so there's no way you can really take it off. But I feel like hats could be involved. and you could decide, like, one day you have some, like Van Halen looking beautiful, David Lee Roth looking hair, and you just don't need to wear anything. And the next day you're bald. Put a hat on or put a beanie over it. They didn't specify about hats, and I think clothes, you could one day go from looking like a punk, to a gang member to a pretty princess. And I have to go to school, so I don't want my reputation to be burnt like that.
Oh, like you have a reputation.
Bad reputation.
Reputation.
First.
That was nobody's name. You heard nothing. Don't sue us, please. So, I can see where he's coming with that, but keep in mind, no hats or anything in school.
You should see this kid in my school, bro. He literally doesn't do anything. I've never heard him say a single word. He sleeps all class. And he wears the same jacket every day. I think he's just a quiet kid because he always has this big black backpack next to him. And when teachers tell him to take off the hoodie, he just stares at them. And it's the biggest attempt at a Michael Myers blank stare, but he can't really get it done. So you can see blinking, kind of getting this really angry face at them. And then when teacher said, "Take off your jacket," and this is what he did: he put up his jacket so his hood was over. Sitting over his head, so his head wasn't actually in the hood spot, it was in the jacket. And then he took scissors and he cut out where his eyes would be. And the teacher just, sat there and didn't do anything.
Interesting. Interesting school.
I feel like we could just get away with hats and stuff.
You just kind of have to hide it from some teachers. But yeah, I'd say clothes. But yeah, actually, I don't know. I'm probably gonna still keep my answer, but Landon did make a good point with that.
Yeah.
Next question, Jamie.
All right. Would you rather be chased by a snail for the rest of your life? The second you're born, a snail from across the world's coming at you. No matter what, it will find you. And even when you're staying down, it's still coming at you. Or be chased by the FBI for 48 hours. Just at your current age right now.
So, FBI or giant snail?
No, it's a regular snail.
Snail?
Yeah. It's the joke that if a snail touches you, that you're dead.
Well, it depends how fast is the snail moving.
It's a regular snail.
Oh, then I'm easily picking snail. Because FBI, I feel like with guns and stuff, I don't think you're going to survive that. Regular snail, do you know where the snail is starting?
Across the other side of the world, but it's the second that you're born, it starts moving towards you. Even when you're sitting down, it's still coming at you.
Well, keep in mind, you got oceans. If it's on the other side of the world, you got oceans.
It's still going to find a way to you. Get up on a plane, get up on a boat. It's going to make it.
I mean, yeah, but here's the thing with that. I feel like it'd take an easy. Well, the question is, please, if you could, please look up how fast do snails move in miles per hour.
All right, bro, I got you.
Okay, because while he looks that up, I feel like personally, I do, what do you call it? Snail, because if it's the snail trying to, kill you, I feel like it'd be a lot easier.
Okay, so a regular garden snail is what we'll go by.
Regular garden snail.
Average speed of a snail clocks in around 0.03 miles per hour. Although a snail named Archie went nearly double that in 1995, setting a world record at a time of 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So, I mean, they can pick up speed, but they're kind of slow.
Kind of slow is a bit of an understatement. You're talking 0.03 miles an hour.
They go about less than 3 inches or 8 centimeters per minute.
Okay, yeah, so I feel like you have a better chance with the snail. Because at least you can live a longer life than if you do with the FBI. Because if you're FBI's most wanted, you're not going to survive, most likely, for very long. That's just my thoughts about it, though.
Here's why I would pick FBI.
Okay?
Because like if I chose snail, then like we're talking, I could be sitting in court for hours, and I could be like 40, which means this thing has to already be in America by now. And it's already moving its way towards me. I don't know how far it's been in America, how long it's been in there for. It could just slide into a vent, fall right next to me, and I have to run out of the court, and I get arrested for that if I just booked it randomly. I mean, it depends on who I am in the court session.
You're Mike Tyson.
FBI, and this isn't like you can't shoot the snail and it's dead. This snail's an immortal snail coming to kill you. One touch of this thing, you're dead.
Ferrari. That's what I gotta say.
So, and that also means like any snail. That doesn't mean any snail is gonna kill you. One snail is coming for you, but you're afraid of all snails now. Because any of them could be the snail.
So that's why theoretically just buy like a really fast car, and the only time you get out is to buy gas, and then just like kind of live off of fast food places.
Oh, you die so fast.
You die, yeah, but I feel like you'd have a better chance.
You would die faster going that route of life than getting killed by a snail. Here's how I choose the FBI though, because it's really easy. I would go to Canada.
Oh, Canada!
They aren't legally allowed to go attack in Canada, so like.
But then they can ship you back.
Not if I go and bury. You know, Mr. Beast one time, 50 hours buried alive underground. That's more than 2 days. Not by a lot, but that's like 2 hours more than 2 days. So I would probably just get enough rations for 2 days and then bury myself alive.
That's a good point. So before we wrap up, do you want to do another question?
Yeah, let's do one more question. I'm sorry this podcast is like all over the place.
We'll try to find a theme for 1 week and switch it to the next, but currently we're starting off with something that we do a lot. Would you rathers, because they're pretty fun. The next time we will upload whenever you guys are seeing this. It may take a week or 2 weeks, some point like that time. We're not gonna be able to upload every week, I don't think. But we're gonna upload quite often. So yeah. Anyways,
would you rather be hunted down and this is both your entire lives by would you rather be hunted down by Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers?
Easily Freddy. I feel like Michael, except in the last Halloween Ends.
And we're talking if like it's
78, like OG 78, or
we're talking 2018 because he's more badass. He took a guy and ripped his head off. He ripped his jaw apart.
Right.
Just completely took out every tooth in that man's body.
I'm talking, yeah, so easily Freddy, because Freddy can only access if you're sleeping, and honestly, drink enough, like, energy drinks, like Monster or Red Bull, not sponsored by either.
Sponsor me, Monster.
Sponsor us, Monster, please. You drink enough of that, you can just stay up more, and I feel like you have a greater chance in surviving that. You, Landon? I swear to God, if you say Michael.
I would choose Michael. Here's why.
Oh my God.
Number one, we've seen that in the original Nightmare on Elm Street, they tried to like drink a bunch of coffee and have sleeping routines where one person would be awake to wake the other person up if things went right. It still didn't work. Still, they both got murdered. So, Michael, it's very simple. Michael has one priority in his life. That's to kill Laurie. Don't live in Haddonfield. Now, if I say that, you're like, well, Halloween H2O came out. That was in California. Okay. Don't be friends with Laurie. Don't be friends with any of Laurie's descendants.
That's a fair point.
And also, Halloween comes around, fly to Wyoming. Michael's never gonna find me in Wyoming.
We're like in Utah. Like,
wanna know why? Because Wyoming isn't a thing. It's a placeholder for the new DLC state. It's a work in progress DLC, just like Hawaii and Alaska.
That's honestly facts.
Yeah, that is.
So we're gonna wrap up about now. Thank you guys for joining in.
Now, before we stop, you remember we always end with a quote.
Yeah.
And I did it last time with Slipknot. So here's some NWA quotes if you want.
NWA.
Here it goes.
Okay, here's one from my boy Ice Cube.
Yes, sir.
The worst thing you could do about a situation is nothing. That is deep. Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Ice Cube said that.
No idea what that is.
Whatever Ice Cube says, we understand, whether it makes no sense or a ton of sense.
Here, I also got one because this one made me laugh. Don't quote me, boy. I ain't said shit. Easy.
That is a W quote.
That is a
guys.
W quote.
So, anyways, thank you guys for joining in. Please check out our other content, and we will post a Q&A and a poll. If you guys want to see more, let us know. You can also find us on YouTube at the same title as our Spotify, Catching Up with the Fellas, or at CUWTF or something. Yeah, while my co-host here is looking that up. I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday. And hopefully you guys just have a good life in general. Can't wait to see you guys next time, but before we go, give me that.
You do your stuff.
Yeah. You can also find us here at you can find us here at CUWTF on YouTube. We do not have like a Twitter or anything. We probably won't make one, but
because we're poor.
But yeah, we have a YouTube podcast, Spotify podcast, and regular Spotify. Links will be found in our YouTube if you want to check out any of those. Thank you guys for watching, and can't wait to see you guys next time.
Stay freaky.
Bye, guys.
Bye.